Welcome back to Near Lucid. Today we're going to take a look at one of the craziest stock keyboards I've showcased, the Magic75. This is a pre-production prototype, so a lot of this will be inconsistent with the final product, but you can get a pretty good idea of what it'll be like. Let's get it out of the case. On top is first a bunch of cables we'll use, including a USB-C to USB-C, HDMI to HDMI, USB-A to USB-A, HDMI to USB-C, and a USB-C to USB-A. Under the foam is the board itself. Next to it is a charging brick, and finally we can take out the board, which is wrapped in some plastic wrap. So the Magic75 is a functionless TKL. It's a screen-based keyboard with a clear molded attachment that turns it into a mechanical keyboard. Because the entire mechanical portion of the keyboard is made from a single mold, we don't have any options for switches or keycaps because of the proprietary design that makes it compatible with the screen. This keyboard supports QMK and VIA, and as for connectivity, it's tri-mode, meaning that it can connect to devices through USB-C, Bluetooth, or USB dongle. This keyboard has a dedicated CPU and GPU, which supports onboard photos and videos, and we also have a separate USB-C port for charging the keyboard, an HDMI port for using it as a computer monitor, and a USB port for accessing its 10 GB of onboard storage. Future software updates will add functionality like a stream deck and piano playing. It's basically an entire computer. For colors, we have 9, including blue, chocolate, milky yellow, black, purple, pink, red, orange, green, and silver, my unit. Lastly, the Magic75 will run for $381 for early bird, and the Magic75 Pro with 8K wireless polling will run for $423 for early bird, making the Magic75 run for around $600 without discount, and Magic75 Pro run for around $700 without discount. So first thing on top is the mechanical keyboard attachment, which can be pulled off to reveal the screen. The attachment itself is pretty simple. It's just spring-loaded switches with capacitive points at the ends that act as a finger touching the screen. I'm very concerned with the stabilizer implementation, as it seems to only really work if you push down hard, but I've brought this up to the creator. The whole attachment is 3D printed and has a higher error tolerance versus the final units, which will be molded instead. On the sides we have RGB lighting, and you can also see the thickness of the keyboard due to the screen. And on the bottom we have a simple badge. But with such a strange keyboard mechanism, how does this keyboard actually sound? Let's take a listen.